Gentlemen, here to Kai's Field, Pete Cooper Stadium. Got a great matchup here in cool weather. Great night for football. Great matchup here as the Brunswick Dragons, undefeated 3-0, are taking on the undefeated Lawrence Bulldogs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Pete Cooper Stadium at Kai's Field, home of the Lawrence High School Bulldogs. Tonight's Pine Tree Class B football game features the visiting Dragons of Brunswick High School versus your Lawrence Bulldogs. I will take this opportunity to express our appreciation for your support of the interscholastic team and the positive endeavors of our youth. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and student body of Lawrence High School, we wish to remind you that the ideals of good sportsmanship are a major part of this contest, and that each of us should make every effort to promote this goal. Please treat the coaches, players, officials, and fans as you wish to be treated. Any use of inappropriate behavior in your language will result in removal from the event. Your help and cooperation is deeply appreciated. Thank you. Now let's meet the starting lineup. Here are the defensive starters for Brunswick. At defensive back is senior number 3, Noah Goddard. At defensive back is senior number 4, Taylor Coombs. At defensive back is senior number 5, Wes Coffin. At linebacker, senior number 7, Mitch Leinert. At defensive end, the senior number 11, Trayvon McKenzie. At linebacker, junior number 15, Colin McKinnon. At linebacker, senior number 22, Owen Richardson. At linebacker, senior number 32, Jack Harvey. At defensive lineman, junior number 55, Dion Pelletier. At defensive lineman, a sophomore number 76, Anthony Radcliffe. And at defensive lineman, the junior number 99, Josh Poulin. The Dragons are coached by Dan Cooper, assisted by Eric Solberger, Greg Meadows, Scott Curtis, Nate Burnett, Cam Bishop, Chris Goodneck, Dick Levette, Logan Tupper, and Scott Goddard. Now, here are your 2019 Singing tonight's anthem is the singing custodian of Lawrence High School, Mr. Kerry Cooley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave right now. Okay, thank you.
And looking at the matchup here tonight, the Dragons of Brunswick coming to tonight's matchup 3-0. Last week, 27-14 win versus Wyndham. The Dragons are led by Coach Dan Cooper, assisted by Eric Salzberg, Greg Nato, Scott Curtis, Nate Burnett, Cam Bishop, Chris Goody, Dick Levitt, Logan Tupper, and Scott Goddard. And on the other side for the Bulldogs, coming in tonight's matchup 3-0. Last week, 35-28 win versus Skowhegan. Bulldogs are led by Coach John Hersom, assisted by Tom Hersom, Ken Lindoff, Pete Curtis, and Colby Lawrence. As captains go to midfield for the coin toss. Keys to look for in today's matchup. Brunswick coming into the game, looking to minimize penalties versus Wyndham. Last week had 14 penalties for 110 yards. Still able to pull a win out, but a great matchup here tonight. You're not going to want to take a penalty. Second for the Dragons. Can the Dragons run game continue to have huge success? Number 22, Owen Richardson, the senior running back last week, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. And number 7, Mitch Leinert, senior running back, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. And on the other side of the ball, for Lawrence coming in today, can they play 4 straight solid quarters? Last week only scored 35 in the first half, weren't able to score anything in the second. Luckily, we're able to hold on and minute the rally for Skowhegan. Secondly, can Lawrence offense have another big night passing the ball? Starting QB number 2, Dylan Coombs, junior quarterback, had 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. And the catching leader for the Bulldogs, number 20, Zach Nickerson, junior, had 62-yard touchdown catch and a 78-yard touchdown catch. So they will tear it up. And so we're starting the game off here, fresh 12 minutes. Lawrence is going to be kicking off the Brunswick. Lawrence in the blue, gray helmet with the blue wings. Brunswick going from right to left. Black helmets, orange lettering, white jerseys. And number 20, Zach Nickerson. Hand up, ready to kick. And the game is underway. Booming kick there, makes it about, takes a bounce and almost be able to picked up there by the Bulldogs. Dragons able to get on top of it. Dragons going to start just shy of their 25. Ball is going to be placed on the 23-yard line. Handoff here, going to his right. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2, gets about halfway. And a great start here for Brunswick. And that's number 7, Mitch Leinert. And so here, wide receiver to his left, directly under center. Both offenses going to be running the wing T. Pitched here to his left, run to his left, stop there right at the line. And maybe a short gain of 1 or 2. And going to bring up 3rd down. So ball placed about 28. Now 11:07 here. Clock still ticking, excuse me. As the Brunswick offense comes to the line. Wide receiver to right. Under center again. Man in motion to the left. Roll out, looking for the deep dive bomb here. Able to be caught right on the sideline. That is number 4, I believe, for the Dragons. Chandler Coombs able to get open, and a big 3rd down conversion for the Dragons. Move the chains. And now in Lawrence territory, ball on the 46, 10:44 here in the first quarter. Noah Goddard fakes the back, hands it off. Leinhardt not able to break the edge, and Lawrence able to stop him there. Maybe about to get a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Dragons come to the ball here. Wide receiver to his left. Fakes the handoff. It does go up the middle. And a good handoff there, number 22. Owen Richardson. Yeah, we'll get a good gang there. Makes it short. 3rd down. Oh, third and 4. 3rd and 3 is what is going to be a spotted at. So wide receiver to the right for the Dragons here. Garner takes a snap. Fake handoff, rolls to his right. Toss. And another great catch. Not only will stay on his feet, but does get the 1st down for the Dragons. And yet again, Brunswick able to move the chains. And that was a great catch by number 8. Cody Larson finds the open field and makes it easy for the quarterback to find him on the run. So a fresh 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 28, 9-12 here in the first quarter. Handoff here to the right. Liner again cuts it up, able to get 3, and he gets right by the tackle into the end zone. And Brunswick with the score here, 9:03. Brunswick takes a 6-0 lead. And that was one of the running backs to look out for if you're on Lawrence's side. Mitch Leinert able to cut it right up and get the easy score for Brunswick there. And gets the early lead, 6-0 here at Keyes Field. Kick is up. And kick is good. Brunswick now with the 7-0 lead. Still early here in the first quarter. 9:03 left to play. And now here for the Dragons kickoff is number 4, Chandler Coombs. Dragons look to be set here. And a nice booming kick going to the right. It'll be picked up there, held on. Gonna be no running for the Dogs. Gonna take it here on their 25, 9:03 here in the first quarter. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do here. Down early, 7-0. See what Dylan Coombs and the rest of the Lawrence offense can pull off here. Man in motion going to the left. When the handoff here, able to break a few tackles, gets past the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a yard, maybe get 2. And that's going to bring out 2nd and 8 as the clock ticks under 9 minutes. 8:45. So they're going to mark that down about the 26, so 2nd and 9 here for the Bulldogs. It's going to be in the shotgun. Coombs with a man to his left. Receivers fumbled there, picked up, and just crushed by Brunswick. Got a bad handle on the snap, and that front line of Brunswick just came up and swallowed him whole. So it's going to be a long 3rd down here. Looking about 3rd and 15 here for the Dogs, and they're going to need something big down here early. 8:04 left in the first quarter. Going to shift to go under center, going to shift to the wing T. Man going to be far out to his left, trying to cut it himself, and again Brunswick able to step up. That defensive line just pushes the line of scrimmage back, and the Bulldogs are going to bring the punt unit on. Now 7:38 and ticking in the first quarter. And again, it's going to be number 20. We're going to have a timeout called here. We'll be back here at 7:29 left in the first quarter here at Keyes Field, Pete Cooper Stadium. We'll see you in a few. And welcome back here at Keyes Field, Pete Cooper Stadium, where we have the Lawrence Bulldogs hosting the Brunswick Dragons. Dragons with the 7-0 lead here. And big 4th down here. Bulldogs gonna have to punt. Gets a good kickoff. Makes it about just shy of the 50. Brunswick not able to get a return on it. And it's gonna be stopped there about the 46. So Brunswick gonna almost be at midfield here. With 7:19 left here in the first quarter. Brunswick looking to increase their lead. So Goddard gonna be under center here. Drops back, throws, sideline, picked off and bobbled. And that was Dylan Coombs, able to get the ball, but just not able to handle it. As he was going back to the ground, ball slips out, and Lawrence just dropped a big opportunity to have perfect field advantage. But that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Dragons. 7:12 here in quarter number 1. Thank you for tuning into tonight's matchup. Tyler Millett bringing you the play-by-play of tonight's game. Goddard back under center. Man to his right, far out, pitched going to his right. Able to get by a tackle, still moving, truck by. Gonna get a good chunk and change there. It's gonna be about 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4. And if you're Lawrence, you're looking for a big stop here on 3rd down. Brunswick, Goddard again. Under center, wide receiver to his right. Hands it off here, going to the left. Big hole open and able to take it. And he ain't going to be touched going to the end zone. And Leinart again with a big run for Brunswick Dragons. Dragons go up 13-0. Here in the first quarter, 6:20 left here in quarter number 1. And if you're on Brunswick's side of the ball, you are loving the offensive power that is coming out of Mitch Leinart with 2 touchdowns on the night so far. Kick is down and kick is up. And it is good. So the Dragons now, here 6:20 in quarter number 1. Dragons are up 14-0 here against the Lawrence Bulldogs. So kick return unit going onto the field for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Going to be back deep for the Dogs is number 4, Andrew Trombley. And Lawrence looking to stop the bleeding here with this offensive drive. Shallow kick there, bounces past the 30 to the 25. Little return here, gets to the 30, 35. Cuts it back, try to go in. Makes it almost to Lawrence's 45. About to the 44. And Lawrence going to have it here, 6:15 left here in quarter number 1. So good return there, about 15-yard return. After it was a shallow kick and able to get it off the fumble. Shotgun set here, handoff going to his left. Finds an open man, but able to be tackled there, right on the 45. Going to get a yard there, going to be 2nd and 9. And 5:40 now here on the clock as it's winding down, shotgun formation. And they're going to change into under center is Coombs. Handoff up the middle. And the Dragons line not able to be pushed there. Gets it back maybe to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 here. 3rd and 8, excuse me. 5:15. Here in quarter number 1. And Coombs under center. Wide receiver to his right. Man in motion going to the right. Rolls out to the right, looking downfield. Pass over the head and intercepted by the Dragons. Great hit there as he's returning the ball. And number 4 coming up big again, Chandler Coombs. Now with an interception on the night. And the Dragons on both sides of the ball having great success so far. We'll get control after the turnover. 4:48 here in quarter number 1. Goddard going under center, man to his left, wide receiver, man in motion, going to the left. And he's going to take it into the second. And that was number 2, Cam Hathaway on the run. It's going to be a 5-yard game, but there is going to be an injury timeout here. We will see you in just a few short moments.
Visit Chase Toys Showroom at 417 Thorndike Road in Unity, Maine, or online at chasetoysinc.com.
And coming back from the official timeout, 4:35 left here in quarter number 1. Score is 14 Dragons, 0 for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Going to be 2nd and 6 here. And there's going to be a whistle, first whistle of the night. And looking like it's going to go against the Dragons here so far, based on body language. And that is going to go against the Dragons. And Brunswick, the illegal shift, it's going to be a long second down here, 2nd and 11. With the toss here, going to the right, trying to break past the tackle, does, and gets to the next line. Good shoulder tackle there for the Dogs. And Owen Richardson on the carry. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8 here, 4:01 left in quarter number 1. Brunswick is up 14-0 over Lawrence. So a big third down here for Lawrence, hoping to stop. 3:47 as the clock ticks. Hands off, going to his left. It's Leinart again. Following his lead blocker, makes it to the 40. And that's going to be close. May be able to get the first down depending on the spot. And the officials here going to look for the spot. And they are going to give him the first down. And a big, big run by Mitch Leinart again. Comes up big for the Dragons and a long 3rd down. Able to convert and keep the chains moving. So it's going to be first down here on the 43 of Lawrence territory, 3:38 left here in quarter number 1. Run going to the right is number 8, makes it to the 2nd level, but stopped. Cody Larson, the junior running back, gets a good short gain there and brings up 2nd down. Going to be 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 32-yard line here, 3:04 left in quarter number 1. Gonna have the wide receiver far to the left for Goddard. Gonna be under center, man in motion to the right. Handoff there, goes to the fullback. Not able to get through the line per se. and might take a loss on the play, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up third down. So yard is going to be lost. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Dragons. 2:33 left here to play. A timeout is called. We'll take a short intermission here at the timeout. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, here at Keyes Field. 2:33 left here in the first quarter. Brunswick with the ball. 3rd and 5 here. Handoff going to his left. Leinart again. Following his blockers, able to cut it in. And gets past the 25, out to the 24, and gets a fresh set of downs for the Dragons as they keep rolling here at Keyes Field. 2:25 and the clock is rolling. Ball's going to be just inside the 25, closer to the 24. Ball on the near side hash. Wide receiver to the left. Goddard is going to be under center here in the wing tee. Pitch here to the left. Trying to get a blocker out in front. Able to cut it is Richardson. Almost gets to the 15, going to be taken out of bounds at the 16. And that's going to be about 2nd and 2. Now under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter as the clock ticks just over 1:30. Wide receiver to the left here. Trying to get in the right formation are the Dragons. Pitch here going to the left. Trying to make it by the sideline. Not able to get to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just 2 and gets knocked out of bounds is Richardson. 1:22 on the clock. Not able to get. The first down marker. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And that's going to be a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3. Called by the announcer. So it is going to be 3rd and 2 here. Just inside the 17-yard line. 1:22 left here to play. Man in motion, giving to Richardson up the gut. And looks like he is going to get the first down. And with that spot, he is not going to get it. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 1 here for the Dragons. And just under a minute now here. And 56 seconds left here in quarter number 1. And Dragons getting quick to the line here. Looking to score before the end of quarter number 1. Wide receiver to his left. QB sneak and gets by the line. It looks like he is going to get it. As we're just over 30 seconds. Ball is going past the marker there is going to be a fresh set of downs for the Dragons. Ball is going to be placed just about the 14-yard line. Now under 30 seconds here in quarter number 1. Might be the final play here in quarter number 1. Got it under center. Man in motion to the left. Pitched here. Trying to get by. Gets a short gain there. And the clock strikes 0. And with that whistle, that brings it the end of quarter number 1. And after 1, the Brunswick Dragons able to score early, go up 14 to Lawrence nothing. Thank you for tuning into a nice matchup. We will see you here at the start of quarter number 2.
Visit Chase Toys Showroom at 417 Thorndike Road in Unity, Maine, or online at chasetoysinc.com. Don't let those high school memories fade away. Order your DVD copy or digital download of this season's Lawrence High School Bulldogs football. Contact us at 453-9895 or Crossroads-TV at fairfieldme.com.
And here to start quarter number 2 here at Pete Cooper Stadium at Keyes Field. Lawrence Bulldogs hosting the Brunswick Dragons. Both teams undefeated, looking to stay that way. Brunswick with the early lead after 1 quarter, 14-0. Handoff here going to the left is number 8, cuts it up the sideline. Looks like he's going to be stopped before he gets to the first down marker to that far sideline. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches. That was number 8 on the carry for the Dragons. Cody Larson again. Able to get a good chunk of change there. And the officials, after looking at it, are going to give the first down. So ball is placed on the 4-yard line here. Pitch to the right, and in the end zone again is Mitch Leinart. Leinart now with 3 touchdowns on the night. And that makes it 20-0 in favor of the Dragons of Brunswick. Here with 11:49 left in the first half. Ken Folsom ready to kick. And it is up and it is good. So the Dragons here early in quarter number 2 able to increase their lead 21-0 here with 11:49 left in quarter number 2. And the Dragons now, here 11:49 in the second quarter, looking to kick off after scoring a touchdown, going up 21-0. Coombs with the kick. A boomer. The ball bounces past, just makes it past the 5-yard line, and not able to get a good return. Our Lawrence going to be backed up into their own end. And Brunswick is firing on all cylinders on each part of the game here so far. Bulldogs going to have it about here on their 8-yard line. 1st and 10. Wide receiver to the left for Coombs in the shotgun. Man in motion going to the left. Handoff here, cuts it back to his right. Gets past the tackle, cutting the other way. Trying to get by, able to keep going. He's got open field if he can keep the guns rolling. Man catches up, cuts it back. Still on his feet, and he's rolling. And gets to the 20-yard line. And a huge pickup there for the Bulldogs. And that was number 25 on the carry, Paul Morneau. And from their own 8, brings it all the way down to the Brunswick 20. 72-yard run. And the Bulldogs with a fresh 1st and 10 here with just over 11 minutes here in quarter number 2. Handoff up the middle, and he's rolling. And that was number 32 on the carry, Christian LaRoche. And LaRoche gets another 1st down. And now on the 10-yard line with 11:11 left on the clock. Coombs going to be under center, wide receiver to the left in the wing. Handoff here, going to the right, gets past the blocker, dives it, just gets to the 1-yard line. Not able to get past the goal lines just yet. And that was number 25 again. Paul Morneau with a great carry and great second quarter here for Morneau. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Going to keep it himself. Goes right up to the middle to the fullback. No call yet. And they're going to say he's not in. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down here. Just under 10 minutes, 9:49 left here in the second quarter. Coombs under center, man to wide receivers, Kirby sneak, and he gets it in. And the Bulldogs cut the deficit to 14 if they're able to make the kick here. And a great keeper there by Coombs. Gets the first score. Nickerson with the kick. And it is up and it is good. And now here at 9:41 left in the first half. Lawrence able to cut the deficit to 14. Brunswick 21, Lawrence 7. And after the touchdown run by the Bulldogs, Nickerson going to kick off here for the Dogs. Ball is up. Squibbed it there. And there's going to be a flag down. And it looks like it is going to go against the Bulldogs. And that is going to back the Bulldogs up 5 yards. So now kicking from the 35. Here, 9:41 left here in the first half. Nickerson set again. And the kick is on its way. Good booming kick there to the 15. Brunswick able to return. Gets it to about their 30. And a 15-yard return for the Dragons. They take it over. Up by 14 with 9:36 left in the first half. So ball is going to be placed just shy of the 30 for Brunswick. Going to have wide receiver to the right. Handoff here going to the left. Leinart again, cuts it back. Try to go up the middle. Stopped, maybe gets a short gain. Maybe about 2. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 here. 9:25 left in the second quarter. And with the spot of the ball, it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. On the far side hash. Man in motion, going to the right. Handoff here, going to the right. Able to cut it by. Makes it to almost the 3rd level there. Going to pick up a first down. And that's number 22 for the Dragons. Owen Richardson able to cut it up and gets a first down for the Dragons. Ball going to be just shy of the 40. Going to have wide receiver far to his left. Under center, man in motion to the left. Pitch here, going to the left. Tries to cut it by, gets stopped. Going to get a short gain. And going to bring up another 2nd down. And that was number 2 on the carry. Cam Hathaway for the Dragons with the short gain there. Going to bring about 2nd and 8. Ball here on the 42. And again, wide receiver going to be to the left. Under center are the Dragons. Handoff here, going to the right. Stop there. And great defensive pressure there by Lawrence. Possibly knocks him back. Just above the 40-yard line now. It's going to bring a 3rd and 9 here. And Lawrence looking to stop the Dragons here with 7:33 left in quarter number 2. And wide receiver going to be to the right of the Dragons. Dragons going from left to right. Goddard under center. Fakes the big run here by Leinart, able to cut it up. And that's got to be a 15-yard plus gain for Leinart. And again, on a big 3rd and long, the Dragons just able to keep it going. And now Brunswick has brought it into Lawrence territory. Ball placed on the 42 of Lawrence. Here just shy of 7 minutes. Wide receiver to the left for Goddard. Under center. Handoff there. Flag is thrown. Looks like it was an early jump by the Dragons. And going to be a false start against the Dragons. Going to back them up. So first and 15. From the Lawrence 47, 6:44 left in the first half. Goddard again going to be under center. Wide receiver to his right. And timeout going to be called here by the Dragons. So it's 6:31 left here in the first half. Score is 21 Brunswick, 7 Lawrence. In a great Pine Tree Conference matchup of the undefeateds. And we will see you in a short minute. I believe it's a little different in high school. I think they do get caught. And back here after the Brunswick timeout. 6:31 left here in the first half. Man in motion to the left, handoff here. Around the edge he goes, not able to break the edge, and a great stop, but flag is thrown. And I believe that is Cam Hathaway again on the carry. But it is going to go against the Dragons again. And the Dragons are having a repeat of last week. And now this is going to be an even bigger first down. 6:26 left here in the first half. And that's a big 10-yard penalty on the holding call. It's going to be a 1st and 25 now from the 42. Wide receiver to the left here for Goddard. Man in motion. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Deep ball, thrown short, but able to catch it in between the defenders is number 11 for the Dragons, Trayvon McKenzie. And as it looked as though the defenders of Lawrence were able to keep him away from it, McKenzie gets in between and makes the grab. And now brings it inside the Lawrence 30 to the 27. And Brunswick with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver to the right for the Dragons here. Goddard under center. Hands it off here to Leinart again, going to his left, trying to get to that sideline, does cut it up, and gets a good gain there. And that's going to be a fresh set of downs. And the ball keeps rolling for Brunswick. Here, 5:16 left in the first half. Score is 21-7 in favor of Brunswick. Wide receiver to the left. Goddard under center here. Hands it off. Going up the middle is Richardson. Richardson breaks a few tackles. And close to picking up a first down himself. And that is close. It's going to be a 2nd and 1, maybe 2nd and 2. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Now ball placed here about on the 8, I would say, running there to his left. Stopped by Lawrence so far. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down here. So 3rd and 2, and just over 4 minutes, about 4:08 left here in the first half. Lawrence looking to stop the Dragons as they are rolling down the field. Wide receiver to the right here for Goddard. Handoff here up the middle to Richardson. Breaks a few tackles. Able to get to that second level. And depending on the spot, it might be a new fresh set of downs. And it is. And now 3:52 left in quarter number 2. Dragons here have it. 1st and goal, ball on the 7-yard line of Lawrence. Wide receiver is going to be to the right for Goddard, under center. Handoff here going to the right, the left. Cuts it inside and gets to the pylon. And another 6 goes on the board for the Dragons. And it is 27-7 here in quarter number 2, 3:23 left in the first half. And I believe on the run there was Cody Larson. Able to get around the edge to the left side and took a pylon path and able to get the score for the Dragons. And now Folsom with the extra point for Brunswick. Kick is up and kick is good. So the score here, 3:23 left here in the first half. Score is 28. Brunswick. Lawrence 7. And here at Pete Cooper Stadium, Keyes Field, the Brunswick Dragons able to continue their offensive power here so far in tonight's matchup. 28-7 the score here. Kickoff there. Trying to get a return. Here is Lawrence. Makes it back to the 25, maybe the 26, 3:16 left in the first half. So the Bulldogs going to have it here on their 26. Going to be 1st and 10, 3:16 left here in the first half. Looking to make it back into this game. And at least have a rally here going into the halftime. Run here stopped by Brunswick. And maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. And just able to get to the line of scrimmage is Lawrence. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2:52 remaining here in the first half. And we're going to have an official timeout. And play is going to resume here. And 2:40 left here in quarter number 2. Wide receiver to the right. Under center is Coombs. Both sides of the ball move, but it is going to go against Lawrence. And that's going to back them up even further in their own territory. And that's going to be about 2nd and 15 now. 2:35 left here in the second quarter. So ball here now on the 21, 2nd and 15 for the Dogs. Wide receiver both sides, man in motion going to the right. Handoff up the middle. Stuffed by Dragons in just over 2 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Maybe a yard on the play, depending on the spot. And with the spot, it's going to stay the same. 3rd and 15 here. Wide receiver to both sides, man in motion going to the right. Rolls out to his left, throws downfield, and just short. Falls to Nickerson's feet. And incomplete. Going to bring up a long 4th down here. 1:46 left in the first half. And that play had the opportunity to get a big gain for the Dogs, just not able to get the full power of the throw. And that's going to bring up a long 4th down here. And punt. And a good roll for Lawrence. Going to get past the 45. Just shy of the 45. 1:36 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And score is 28 Brunswick, 7 Lawrence here at Keyes Field. So 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 45 of Brunswick. 1:36 left to play. Wide receiver to the right here for Goddard. Man in motion going to the left. Handoff here. Leinert again. Cuts it up. Able to get by. And goes by the tackle there. Stopped at the 30 of Lawrence. And the clock is under 90 seconds. And Mitch Leinert again with the great carry for the Dragons. Able to cut it up that left side and move the chains. 1st and 10 here. Man in motion again. Handoff here to Richardson, trying to churn his way through. Maybe picks up a yard or 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. It looks by the spot. And just over 60 seconds here. Dragons possible to have one more play here in the first half. Wide receiver to the left. Handoff here. Going to his right. Stopped here by the Dogs. And number 8 on the play for the Dragons, Larson. Gets it closer to the 1st down marker. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now under 30 seconds here in the first half. Man in motion. Rolling to his right, looking downfield. Throws. And in the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown for Brunswick with 18.4 seconds left here in the first half. Goddard with the bomb to number 11. Again, Trayvon McKenzie with the big touchdown catch. And that moves the score 34 Brunswick, 7 Lawrence here at Kai's Field. And Cam Folson looking to get another extra point here on the night for the Dragons. Down and up. And it is good. So here with 18.4 seconds left in the second quarter, Brunswick is up big. 35 to Lawrence's 7. And Brunswick with the kick here. Squib kick goes to about the 20. Clock is going to be stopped. 15.1 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Ball's going to be placed on the 33 of Lawrence. 1st and 10. Going to need a big play here to get something going. And they're just going to take the knee and go into halftime. Lawrence is going to get first crack at it in quarter number 3. And as the clock strikes 0 here at Kai's Field, end of the first half action, the score is 35 Brunswick, 7 Lawrence. Thank you for tuning into tonight's matchup, brought to you by Crossroads-TV. We will see you for second half action.
Visit Chase Toys Showroom at 417 Thorndike Road in Unity, Maine, or online at chasetoysinc.com. Don't let those high school memories fade away. Order your DVD copy or digital download of this season's Lawrence High School Bulldogs football. Contact us at 453-9895 or Crossroads-TV at fairfieldme.com.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Kai's Field and at Pete Cooper Stadium. And after the first half, the Brunswick Dragons able to take the early lead 35-7 over the Lawrence Bulldogs. Some quick stats from first half action. Mitch Leinert with 3 touchdown runs on the day so far for the Dragons. And with 18.4 seconds left in quarter number 2, it was Noah Goddard, the quarterback for the Dragons, rolling to his right and able to hit number 11, Trayvon McKenzie, in the end zone to give them another touchdown score and increase the lead to 35. On the side for Lawrence, though, they were able to get a small rally going, able to put some points on the board. It started with number 25 for Lawrence, Paul Morneau, the running back. Had a 72-yard run that brought it deep into Brunswick territory. And then Zach LaRoche with a big play for the Dogs as well. And that got him on the goal line as Dylan Coombs was able to run it in and put 7 on the board for Lawrence. So just over 30 seconds here before the start of the third quarter. Bulldogs are going to have the ball to start the second half. And we'll see what Coach Hersom and the rest of his coaching staff were able to do for offense and defensive matchups, and hopefully to turn the tide here at Keyes Field. So Lawrence starting here in the third quarter is going to be going from right to left, and the Dragons and the white going from left to right. Kick returner is number 4, Andrew Trombley, deep for Lawrence. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock here. Score is, starting the third quarter, 35 Brunswick, Lawrence 7. And number 4, Chandler Coombs, gets ready to kick off here. Booming kick here. Drop there, but able to be picked up by Trombley. Still on his feet, trying to rumble through, gets to about the 40 of Lawrence. A little bit of a fumble there, but able to pick it up and get a good, decent gain. Just shy of the 40, it looks like, but going to be a 1st and 10. 11:53 here in quarter 3. So wide receiver, going to be far to his left. Man in motion going to the left. Coombs in the shotgun, handoff here. Going to the right, stopped in the backfield. I believe that was number 61 for the Dragons. Excuse me, number 87, Declan Lay, with the tackle there. And that backs up the Dogs So it's going to be about 2nd and 11 here with just over 11 minutes to play. Man in motion, Coombs under center, pitches here to, takes it, and stopped in the backfield again. And that was number 54 coming up big. Aaron Romolia able to read the play, steps up big, and brings up a big 3rd down here for Lawrence. Long 3rd and 15. Ball on the 31 of Lawrence. Here with just over 10.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Wide receiver to the left here, man in motion going to the left. Hands it off here. Maybe gets it back to the 35. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And unfortunately, Lawrence not able to get any offensive progression. Instead going back with their first second half possession. A little bit of a fall there by number 4, Coombs, for Brunswick. So it's going to be about at the 28 of Brunswick here, 9:51 left in quarter number 3. Dragons are going to take over with a fresh 1st and 10. And Goddard under center there. And it looks like that's going to be a false start against Brunswick. And yet again, 2 weeks in a row, penalties keep piling up for the Dragons. That's going to back up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. Now going to be on the 23-yard line of the Dragons. So wide receiver going to be far to the right. Man in motion to the left. Handoff here to Leinart. Around the edge he goes. Breaks the space, gets by a tackle. Stopped and about to the 46. And Mitch Leinart with a huge run again for the Dragons. And Leinart's day continues. 9:42 left here in quarter number 3. Again, wide receiver far to the right. Goddard under center. Handoff here to the right. Richardson gets to about the 50, and depending on the spot, might be the 49. Good pickup there. Got to be about a 6-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Here, just over 9 minutes to play in quarter number 3. So 2nd and 4 here. Wide receiver to the left. Under center. Pitches it to the right. He goes. Running behind his lead block. Still on his feet. And he breaks free. And gets to the 20. Ball pops loose. But they're going to call him down. And number 8. Cody Larson. Having himself a game as well for the Dragons. With the big run. Breaks through the second line. And just keeps rolling, able to stay on his feet and picks up a big gain. And now ball on the 20 of Lawrence and a fresh set of downs. 8:38 left here in quarter number 3. Wide receiver to the left. Goddard hands off to Richardson up the middle, cuts it back to the right, and just stopped short of the 5-yard line, possibly just going to be placed just above the 5 to the 6. And another first down here in over 8 minutes now here in quarter number 3. So first and goal here. Ball on the 6. Handoff here to Richardson. Cuts to his left and able to punch it in. Oh, the Dragons. And Richardson now able to get the touchdown for the Dragons and increases the lead. 41-7 with 7:51 left here in quarter number 3. And number 53, Cam Folsom, with another extra point for the Dragons. Moves the score 42-7, 7:51 left here in quarter number 3 at Kai's Field. And the senior Chandler Coombs for Brunswick looks ready to kick off here. Short kick, lands able to be picked up at the 20 by Lawrence. Lawrence going to the right, trying to cut up the sideline. Gets past the 30. And I believe that was number 34 on the carry. Nate Regliato. And ball placed on the 33. 7:20 now on the clock here at third quarter. Wide receiver going to be far to the right for Lawrence. And receiver to his left as well. Coombs under center. Handoff here going to the left. Cutting it up, pass one. Trying to get by that safety. Stop there is Regaldo, but he picks up the first down. And a 12-yard gain there. Ball going to be about at the 48. Lawrence still in their territory. Looking to punch it into Brunswick side. 6:35 here in quarter number 3. Handoff up the middle. Not able to get by Lawrence's line. Not able to punch it through. And he's going to be backed up. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 here for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Wide receiver to the left. Coombs in the shotgun. Receiver going out to his right as well. Quick throw here, screen looking here. Able to break one, maybe to the 50, maybe to the 49 of Brunswick for a short gain, and going to bring up third down. And with the spot of the ball, Lawrence is going to punch it into Brunswick territory. Just shy of the 49. Wide receiver to the right. Coombs with a handoff here. Stopped there. Maybe gets a yard, maybe gets two. And I believe that's Regliato again. Yes, indeed it was. And that is going to bring up fourth down. So 4th and 5 here. The punt unit is on for Lawrence, 4:40 left in quarter number 3. Punt is up and away. Great punt. Just shy of the 10 on the 11-yard line. And Brunswick is going to take over on downs. Just over 4 minutes here in quarter number 3. So 1st and 10 here. Handoff going to his left. Breaks it free is Richardson looking for daylight. Still on his feet. Gets past the 45. Looks like he's stopped around the 47 and almost punches it to midfield. And Richardson carries it. And a fresh first down. And a timeout called here by Lawrence. 3:29 left here in the third quarter. Score is 42 Brunswick. Lawrence 7. And coming out of here, out of the Lawrence timeout, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball on the 47. Wide receiver to the left for Goddard under center. Handoff here to Richardson again. Breaks free. Breaking it to his left and still rolling down the field. Not going to be touched as he goes into the end zone. And the Dragons of Brunswick are just running up the score here at Keyes Field. Now 48-7, 3:14. But there is a flag down, so we will hold our horses. And the penalty is going to go against Brunswick, and that is going to take the score away. So the touchdown is taken away, penalty assessed from the spot of the foul. So score remains 42-7, 3:14 left here in quarter number 3. Ball is placed inside the 35, 34. Wide receiver to the right. Under center. Handoff here. Rolling around the edge to the left. And tucks out of bounds. Gets a short gain. And number 6, Wes Cooper, coming into the game for Dragons. Going to lead the offense here. Wide receiver to the left for Cooper. Man in motion going to the right. Handoff. Up the center it goes. Stopped. At the line there. Going to bring up third down. Third and about 7. Ball going to be on the 31. And just shy of 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes, excuse me. Man in motion, pitch going to the left. Stop before he's able to reach anything more than the line of scrimmage, and that is going to bring up the 4th down. And now under 90 seconds left here in quarter number 3. So about 4th and 7 here. Ball on the 31 in Lawrence territory. And Cooper going to be under center, wide receiver to his left. Handoff here, around the edge, trying to break it. And a good gain tackle there. Great stop by number 34. Regliato, again, on the defensive side, able to make a stop there. And Lawrence is going to get the turnover on downs. Ball is going to be placed on the 36 here in Lawrence territory. And just over 15 seconds left in quarter number 3. Handoff going to the right there is number 24 with the run. Wyatt Fortin. And with the sound of the horn, that is the end of quarter number 3. And the score is 42 Brunswick, 7 for Lawrence here at Kai's Field. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup. Thanks for tuning in to Crossroads-TV. We will see you for 4th quarter action.
Visit Chase Toys Showroom at 417 Thorndike Road in Unity, Maine, or online at chasetoysinc.com. Don't let those high school memories fade away. Order your DVD copy or digital download of this season's Lawrence High School Bulldogs football. Contact us at 453-9895 or Crossroads-TV at fairfieldme.com.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Cooper Stadium, Keyes Field, here to start the fourth quarter. Keeps it himself is Coombs, but not able to get anything. And will take a loss to start the fourth quarter for Lawrence. Down 42-7. And that's going to bring up a third down. Going to be a long third down here. Going to be 3rd and 13. Ball's going to be placed on the far hash as the clock keeps ticking. Just over 11 minutes left here to play. Coombs under center, wide receiver to his left. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Throws. Overthrown. Not able to get to it. It is number 87, Nick Blaisdell, just out of his reach. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 13. And number 20, Zach Nickerson, looks ready to punt. And a good booming kick here. And goes out about the 38, 42 at 10-17 here in quarter number 4. Brunswick is going to take over. And Cooper going to be under center. Wide receiver to his right. And pitch here going to the right. That's number 48. Maybe makes it to the line of scrimmage. Dalton Cooper, the sophomore, trying to cut up that right side. Just kept getting pushed into the flats to the sideline, and that's going to bring up second down. Going to lose a yard. Going to be 2nd and 11. Ball now on the 46 in Dragons territory. Wide receiver now to the left. Man in motion going to the right. Handoff up the middle. Maybe gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Possible there. And that's going to bring up third down. Now just over 8.5 minutes left to play here at Keyes Field. Wide receiver to the right. Cooper under center. Handoff now, rolling to his left, trying to break, turn up the edge, goes further into the backfield, and going to be stopped here by Lawrence. And that's going to bring up a long fourth down. So about 4th and 14. Now under 8 minutes left here in tonight's matchup. Brunswick going to punt. Oh, and that kick coming close. And that one was shanked. Went way to his left and into the crowd here at Keyes Field. And Lawrence is going to take over And they're going to say it went out about the 45. So Lawrence with a fresh first down here on the 45. And timeout going to be taken by Brunswick here. 6:58 left on the clock here in fourth quarter. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. We will see you here after the timeout.
Visit Chase Toys Showroom at 417 Thorndike Road in Unity, Maine, or online at chasetoysinc.com.
And coming back from the Brunswick timeout for Lawrence, coming into the game is number 4, quarterback Andrew Trombley. Going to take over the reins for the Lawrence offense. Gonna have a first down here on Brunswick's 45. 6:56 as the clock is rolling down now. Bulldogs are down big, 42-7. Man in motion to the left with the handoff here up the middle. Cuts it up, rolling through, trying almost break it free, but is gonna pick up the first down. And that was number 33 on the carry, John Roy. And a fresh first down. Now under 6.5 minutes in quarter number 4. So Trombley gonna have a wide receiver to his left. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle again. Roy breaks free, still rolling. Gets to almost the 15 and gets pushed out. And that's going to be another first down. And John Roy, 2 carries and 2 first downs. So wide receiver to the left here. Trombley under center. Handoff here. Going to the left now. Around the side, trying to get on a pylon path. Ball pops loose, but able to get back on it. All the Bulldogs. Cade Scott with the carry there. Looked as though he had some room to cut up that left side. Ball unfortunately pops out, but Scott able to cover it. And now just over 5 minutes left here to play at Keyes Field. Offense motions from the gun to under center. And rolling, it's going to be a keeper here by Trombley. Trombley getting past the 5, maybe pushed out at the 4. And looks like Trombley picks up the first down for the Bulldogs here with 4.5 minutes left to play here at Keyes Field. So wide receiver to the right, Trombley under center. Handoff here, going to the left, tries to cut it in, inside, and scores. Lawrence able to get another score on the board. And number 26, Cade Scott with the carry and touchdown. With 4:15 left in tonight's action, score is now 42-13. And the Bulldogs with nothing to lose. Looks like they are going to go for 2 here. Trombley in the shotgun. Takes it, hands off, rolling to his right. stopped short. And it's going to be 42-13 here in favor of the Brunswick Dragons with 4:15 left here to play. And it's going to be number 77 for Lawrence now, having the kicking duties, is Joseph Page. Page looks to be ready here. Good boot here. Gets to about the 20. Brunswick going to take it on the run. Breaks through, gets to their own 40. And now just over 4 minutes left here at Keyes Field. And Wes Cooper comes from the sideline with the call. 1st and 10, ball from the 40. Wide receiver going to be to the left, our near side on camera. Cooper looking to get the formation set. Man in motion. Handoff here, going to their left. Not able to get past the line of Lawrence, and a stop there by number 88 of Lawrence, Stoyer Bowden. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 9 here. Just over 3.5 minutes left to play. Wide receiver going to be to the right now. Cooper still going to be under center in the wing. Handoff here. Rolls to the right, trying to cut it up. Gets by and gets some open space, and he's going to take it to the end zone and stopped, possibly, but depends on where it goes. And almost gets the touchdown there. Great save by the defense of Lawrence. And ball placed inside the 1 here. So 1st and goal, just over 3 minutes to play here. And Cooper looking to punch it in here for the Dragons. Handoff here, rolling to the right. In the pile it goes, but able to get past the pylon and brings the score for the Dragons. Score is going to move 48-13 with 2:58 left here to play. And the Dragons going to go for 2 here. Wide receiver far to the left. Handoff up the middle. And able to get it in. And the Dragons increase the lead. 50-13, 2:58 left here to play at Kai's Field. So Trombley and Cade Scott going to be the deep returners for the Bulldogs here. As Wes Cooper is going to have the kicking duties for the Dragons. Cooper gets under it, gets just past the 25, trying to get a return here, trying to get by one defender. Spun around, still on his feet, and almost able to make it to the 35. I think it's going to be placed right at the 34, or just shy of the 35. And Lawrence here with a first down. Just 2.5 minutes left here to play. And wide receiver going to be to the right, Trombley under center. Handoff here, but whistle is thrown from the far side. It is going to go against Brunswick. And that is going to bring up 1st and 5 after the offside penalty against Brunswick. So wide receiver to the left. Handoff here, going to the and breaks free is number 26. Looking for room, trips up the sideline. And Cade Scott able to break a good run there as we fall closer to 90 seconds left in tonight's matchup. This will be first down here. Ball placed on the 36, rolling out to his right, throws, able to be caught, carried in, and just short, but does make it in. Here's number 11, Nate Grard, able to haul it in and get the score for the Bulldogs. It's going to be 19 now points on the board for the Bulldogs with 1:23 left here to play. And it looks like Bulldogs again are going to go for two, going to have it on the far side hash. Wide receiver. Handoff here, going to be a keeper, and trying to go around the edge again on the pylon path, does make it. And the Bulldogs, for the second team, it will take away some positive from this game tonight. as their score increases to 21, but down 50-21 with 1:23 left here to play. And Joseph Page, again, going to have it. The kick responsibilities for the Bulldogs. 1:23 remaining here tonight in tonight's matchup. Kick just shy of the 20. Still on his feet, but stopped there. About at the 43, 44. Depending on the spot. And that's going to bring first down for the Dragons. So 1st and 10 here, ball on the 44 in Brunswick territory. Going to be victory formation and looking to kill the clock here. And now under 60 seconds here in tonight's matchup. Brunswick, after tonight's game, going to move to 4-0 on the season. Lawrence is going to take their first L and move to 3-1. Brunswick is going to take first place in Pine Tree Conference standings. In just over 30 seconds left here at Kai's Field. Again in victory formation are Brunswick, and they take the knee. And with that, as the clock winds down, the final score of tonight's game is going to be Brunswick 50, Lawrence 21. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's matchup. Pete Cooper Stadium, Kai's Field. Thanks for tuning in to Crossroads TV. We will see you next time.